That is the most expensive. Alright, yours ain't that far, but it's type of. No, that's a really problem.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith.
I'm out here.
Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, they're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. Hey, my friends,
Yes,
you both played on teams that...
Yeah, 2K. I'm like, yo, I know I hit 2K in the fucking back end.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. Alongside Craig Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. And for the Heat right now, they're focused on getting off to a good start on this road trip. Look at this team, third from last in the East, just not the way they had hoped this season would play out.
You know, it's been a struggle on the road for this team, and they're beginning another road trip here tonight.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. Smitty, great defensive matchup here tonight. Two teams that do a great job of communicating on the floor.
And it's so important now, Kevin. You said it best, communicating. Now teams switch so much. I mean, 1 through 5, they're switching. And if you have that one weak link who doesn't speak and don't communicate, and he missed that assignment, it could be a layup or a wide open three. You got to value each possession now.
Got to be able to talk out there, right, and alert your teammates what's going on.
Kevin, we have a lot of talkers, and then we have a lot of guys that don't say much.
So here's Miami's starting group. Olynyk down low with Whiteside. Dragic is out there with Ferguson, and it's Mayo in at the small forward position. Now Dragic, James Harden missing on the three. Dragic looking for an opening. Whiteside kicks to Ferguson. Clock is at 3. On deep. Whiteside, no good. On offense, here are the Rockets. It's a 3-point game. There's the 3. And James Harden, good for 3. Harden's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Dragic finds Olynyk. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Outside Mayo. Misses the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Took him no time at all on that one. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it.
Now here's Dragic. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And when you factor in the assist totals, that's a complete game. You know he would like to have that one back. A clear look from the mid-range.
And Carter with the basket on the assist by Uredko. Carter's got his first basket of the night.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Ferguson, the pass to Whiteside. Mayo kicks to Dragic. Now the pass to Ferguson. Shot to stop the run. The Heat keeping it alive. Fresh 24. Here's Whiteside, and the layup's good off the glass. Whiteside's got his first points of the game.
Good effort and energy by Whiteside. That time taking advantage of his size and strength.
Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Dragic kicks to Olynyk, and here's Mayo from the arc. No good on that one. So Houston will take it the other way. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
But hey, it's a different season, and anything can happen.
And it's the Heat with the ball. The Rockets making the shot. Olynyk finds Dragic. That one wide left. Rockets leading by 6. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense.
What you said?
Yeah, I was just asking, bro.
Oh, what happened?
I was just asking you, bro.
Oh, what you was asking me? I couldn't hear you because this shit is loud.
Bro, I mean, yo, man, I couldn't hear you.
Oh. Alright. This shit is loud.
Nah, I peeped that you on live on YouTube right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, you watching it?
Off balance. Well, the pace, the big plays they're making, this is a statement run right here.
Hard to remember the last time they've missed. These guys are having fun right now.
Carter with the block, and he's able to get it back. Mayo, that's good. Paul with the ball. He had 22 points in the win against Minnesota.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
Nailed from three-point land.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Well, Eric Spoelstra working his way up through the Heat organization, and I hear eventually interested in moving into the front office someday.
And I would say it will be with the Miami Heat, a very loyal, close-knit organization. His dedication and commitment, second to none.
And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Harden.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments. And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks very much, David. Did you guys see this game playing out as a defensive battle?
If they get their way, it will be. They're coming in with the idea that they can win this game with their defense.
Well, if they've done it before, sounds like their goal is the same as always. Cause as many problems as possible with their D and never let up at that end of the floor.
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat, down by 12.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
Knocked away. Olynyk the pass to Ferguson. It's Mayo on the wing. Fires for three. Carter with the block.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And the foul goes against Miami. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
He's perfect from the line this time.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Dragic kicks to Mayo. And is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Houston. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, Portland right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And, you know, Houston, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
I can't see them slowing down anytime soon. If anything, I think they'll just get stronger as the playoffs gets closer.
Here's Ferguson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game. Mayo hits them both.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
Rockets leading by 14. Harden outside. Hangs in the air. A nice shot by Carter.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Carter's gotten everything to go for him. 5 attempts, 5 makes. Carter against Mayo. He kicks to Dragic. Knocked loose. To Mayo. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Houston. Coming off that win against Minnesota.
Well, listen, they own the boards at both ends of the floor in that game, and that's what won it for them. Those extra possessions were invaluable.
Second chance points are a big part of the game, and they did a terrific job creating many of those opportunities for themselves.
Here's Dragic following the basket by Chris Paul. Dragic kicks to Ferguson. Dragic against Paul. To the inside. 5 to shoot. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Uredko. 15 points for AI.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Timeout called, the Heat. Steve, when you look back in your career, which years do you remember playing your best brand of basketball?
You know, I think obviously when you're younger, you feel like you have more of an impact with your skill level to go along with your athleticism. I think my best run was about a 5 or 6 year run when I was playing with Atlanta Hawks.
And another steal for him.
And the thief strikes again. He's piled up so many steals this season.
And the effort has been there all year long. And now he is tied for second on the list for most steals.
And it was Don Busey in 1977 who had previously laid claim to the second most steals in a season. But he has been joined here in what has been an outstanding campaign.
Here's Tucker. That one falls coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got his 6th assist on the night.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
And so Miami again turning it over. You're looking at the list of the NBA's top shooters from behind the arc for the past month. Take a look at Jerebko. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, James Harden. He's another player that shoots extremely well from outside.
I mean, the shooting range of these two guys has probably been the most impressive. There's not a spot on the floor they can't hit from. Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Here's Livingston. Good on the 13-footer. Livingston's got his first 2 points.
Shaun Livingston playing within himself. He understands his offense, and to get to his spot, his sweet spot, that's the mid-range.
Eric Gordon on the wing. Back to Carter. Kicks it out to Gordon. Carter outside. Passes it to Tucker. And some nice passing there by Houston. Hands it from downtown. Paul's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Rockets.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
Livingston with it. And it's Gordon picking him up.
That was
to Winslow.
I got that shit twice, like, bro.
Carter pulls it in.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with it.
Pass to Koufos. Paul for 3. And no good. The Heat go the other way with it. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, and they were just shaky at times when it mattered most in that game, and it cost them.
You know what? They were awful offensively. Labored to score on any level.
Carter kicks to Koufos. Paul dishes to Tucker. Here's Carter. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Carter against Mayo.
And then you want to miss it. You need me 5,000 checks, you son of a bitch.
From 11 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
I mean, you can see it. He's way out of sync. It's been this way all quarter for him.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Miami shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. And the shot falls short this time.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling.
And it's Gordon missing. On the wing, Winslow. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Paul with the steal. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. On the floor for Miami, Winslow and Olynyk fill up the forward spots. Ferguson out there with Dragic, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 down low. Here's Dragic. Miami no good on that time either. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
Ball's knocked loose. Winslow finds Dragic. Here's Ferguson, guarded by Tucker. The pass to Winslow. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, it seems the Heat's identity is always built, Steve, on defense.
Physical and nastiness, part of the system, part of the culture in Miami.
We've got plenty of great ball handlers in this game, but when you talk about the best of the best, Steve, who comes to mind? Great ball handlers in the league right now.
I think Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, James Harden, Chris Paul, Kemba Walker. Those are some of the names that stand out for me, and those are kind of the guards. But for me, now you're starting to see the Giannis Antetokounmpo, the guys at that size, Kevin Durant being able to handle the basketball. So those names are the kind of the names that stick out for me.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He finished with 63 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. His numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Hey, David, thanks very much. He's one of those players who can do remarkable things on any given night, in any given game. That was a special game he played.
And it wasn't just the performance, guys, but really his preparation. He knew the right way to attack in every situation.
And that was the beauty of it. His ability to read and react to whatever they threw at him.
And the Rockets making a change here. Paul's checked in.
You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
The Heat have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Clint Capella.
In attack mode, Whiteside drawing the foul. Still able to complete the play.
Free throw, good, Whiteside.
And what a story for Hassan Whiteside. A second-round pick back in 2011. He's bounced around. I mean, the G League, China. He even played over in Lebanon. It wasn't until 2015 that he emerged seemingly out of nowhere as a factor for the Miami Heat.
Winslow kicks the drive. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And Whiteside in 2016 receiving a 4-year max contract break from the Heat.
Amazing how far he's come. Set the franchise record for most blocks in a game. And pretty impressive when you think of the big men who played for the Heat. We're talking Lonzo Mourning and Shaquille O'Neal, no less.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Heat. Kicks it to Whiteside. Dragic against Paul. Back to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Wow, able to adjust in the air, contort his body if need be. Whiteside brutal on the catch and flush.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Ferguson, the pass to Winslow. Now here's Olynyk, guarded by Tucker.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And then Carter with the dunk.
With the basketball in hand, no one is more patient than Paul. Waits for his man to break free.
The Rockets have shot 6 of 7 at the line. Kubas checked in for P.J. Tucker. And that one falls for Carter. When it comes to flagrant fouls, do you think the difference, Steve, between flagrant 1 and flagrant 2 is being called correctly for the most part?
I do, Kevin. I think we always have gray areas, and when you start to look at rules, but for the most part, I think they're getting the flagrant 1 and the flagrant 2. I think they're getting it right. He had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
The shot's good. Carter's got 34 points.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
Dragic against Paul. Dragic kicks to Ferguson. Passes to Olynyk. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Ferguson. Got a piece of it. Over Harden. Right side trying to break free. That shot is no good. Sexton's away for 3 from the floor. Carter drives in. And then Carter with the dunk.
Well, the pace, the big plays they're making. This is a statement run right here.
Hard to remember the last time they've missed. These guys are having fun right now.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Heat have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
The Heat making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Pass to Capella. Paul dishes to Capella. Koufos the pass to Harden. Here's Carter. And so the ball's out of bounds. Winslow touched it last. And with a break in the action, let's now view the NBA assist leaders. And you look at Carter, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
It's hard to argue with his status as the best passer in the NBA right now. He just distributes the ball so well. And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
Paul against Dragic. From 13. Good work defensively by Harden. Rockets on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Koufos kicks to Capella. Houston moving the ball around. Carter against Winslow. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, I love how he absorbed the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The Rockets have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Miami's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Ferguson's shot is good. Ferguson's got 5.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Carter with the bucket.
You can tell he is on a mission down the stretch. Attack offensively and build on this lead.
Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Here's Ferguson from deep. Rockets with the rebound. Carter's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Inside. Paul against Dragic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Gordon's checked in for Houston. And then for Miami, Mayo's checked in. And it's Livingston in for Terrence Ferguson. The feed now to Livingston. It's stolen by Capella. Carter down low, covered by Winslow. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Justice Winslow. Rockets have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
Heat shooting in the second quarter has been superb. 58% from the field. Livingston with it. He's against Gordon. Baseline J on the way, and that one goes long. Houston's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Carter kicks to Gordon. Over in the corner, Paul. Back to Carter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
He's gone 7 of 10 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting for Houston,
Carter hits them both. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the half. Nene against Mayo. It's Richardson on the wing. Now the pass to Winslow. Over Gordon. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Rockets on top, running away with it. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is... Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the... And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from AI.
And through 2 quarters, surprising how aggressive he was offensively.
Yeah, he's a guy who likes to let the game come to him. He really pushed the action. We'll see if that continues here in the second half.
The engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with Jerebko, and it's Carter in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Hassan Whiteside continues to develop. Now, Miami coach Eric Spoelstra said it's got nothing to do with his stats. He's going to do that no matter what. It's about making winning plays and caring more about his teammates than he cares about himself. Now he can lead in a different way because he has the respect of the locker room. Kevin?
Terrific, D.A. Thank you. Dragic against Paul. Outside Dragic, tipped away and taken away by Paul. To the paint, here's Carter. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
And if you're a teammate of Chris Paul's, you've always got to be ready to catch the pass.
Ferguson, the pass to Dragic. Here's Ferguson, defended by Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the line, Harden grabs the miss. Harden's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Harden, and that one, good. Carter's got 47 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times. That movie, an easy look in the paint.
It just got interesting.
Here's Ferguson, guarded by Harden. And the rejection by Harden. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Carter. Over in the corner, Paul. No block shot. And Whiteside sends it back.
Whiteside light off his feet. Plus, he can block your shot with either hand.
Carter with the bucket.
He's been unstoppable here late, trying to shut the door and turn the light out.
He'd have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Steve, Hassan Whiteside, a fearsome finisher inside with his length. Talk about his offensive game for us.
Well, he's starting to develop a pretty good touch out to mid-range. Yeah, soft hands, a little floater in there. Still, it's his dunking and finishing that keeps him.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay, presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Dragic from outside, drains it from beyond the arc. Dragic has got 12.
He's letting someone else be the catalyst. Goran Dragic has been working on his catch-and-shoot game.
Back to Carter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They've done a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Outside Mayo. Stolen by Harden. To the middle. Here's Carter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact. He'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And Smitty, for players going from college to the pros, which skills tend to be most immediately transferable?
I think the skills on offense, a lot of times those guys are able to drive the basketball and penetrate Those are the guys that can transfer easily from college. I think it's hard shooting-wise, being able to shoot the 3-ball at the college level, because at the NBA level, the line is pushed back. And I think the one skill level that gives a lot of young guys a lot of...
And so it's Houston with it. Now Jerebko. 5 points in the game. A nice shot by Carter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The Heat shooting 47% from the field in the third. Livingston kicks to Winslow. Pass to Adebayo. And here's Richardson, defended by Koufos. Carter against Richardson. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Houston. Carter's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Over in the corner, Paul. And it's Carter missing.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
Now here's Richardson. He has 6. Olynyk in the corner. Sinks the triple. Olynyk's got 8 points.
Yeah, listen, if you're 7 foot and can shoot threes, there's a place for you in today's NBA. Olynyk has that rare combination.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Inside. Richardson, no luck.
Burger. Yeah, burger.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Richardson against Carter. Here's Richardson. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Here's Olynyk. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Houston, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the nabbing another steal.
Another legend leapfrogged with that steal. What a year he's having.
You're right, GA. His defense has been terrific, and now he can claim the second spot for himself for most steals.
Well, Don Busey set the mark for second most steals in a season with 281, but now over 4 decades later, that record has been passed. Amazing. Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And Miami shooting 43% from the floor. Pass to Gordon. Poked away. Here's Dantley. Here's Carter. Tries again. The shot's good from Jerebko.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so here is Miami. Livingston kicks to Johnson. Over Jerebko. And that one is off. And Houston the other way now. Pass to Carter. That one goes in.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And there's the pass to Johnson. Heat moving the ball around. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. They'll begin a long road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. Then on Sunday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
When we look, Steve, at big stats like double-doubles, triple-doubles, Are we becoming too enamored with that versus how it might affect winning?
No, I think we always going to have those double-doubles and triple-doubles. I just think right now when you look at it, so many more possessions in games. That's why we're having guys average a triple-double or having more double-doubles. But he also give those guys credit. The game and those players, they're just better right now, and they're more equipped to be versatile. But I do think we still got to keep the emphasis on winning. When a guy can get a triple-double and win versus in losses or double-doubles or any kind of stats, I think that should be a category of his own.
And Shaun Livingston, one of the most unique players in the league, Greg.
6'7" point guard who excels hitting turnaround jumpers in the post. A bouncy finisher around the rim, a versatile defender, and really a cagey playmaker. No one else like him in our league.
Jerebko, the pass to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here we felt it. And here's Livingston. And Batum kicks to Jefferson. Passes it to Livingston. Clock at 6. And that one hits back iron. Rockets have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Here's Carter. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Carter's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Livingston finds Jefferson. Over in the corner, Batum. Offensive rebound.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Dantley the pass to Carter. Player podcast, something we're hearing more of, and it's a growing trend. Good idea, or do you think it could get some guys in trouble?
Yeah, well, some guys, it does a good job of helping their brand, and we love to see guys getting a chance to do other things off the court. And then there are some guys who get a little loose, and they reveal some secrets, or they say some things they wish they could take back. So I think it all comes down to the individual. You got to understand media before you try to jump out and start doing these podcasts.
Well said.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And the Rockets making a change here. Hartenstein's checked in. And Batum kicks to Livingston. That's tipped. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the break. Ahead. Here's Carter. Again, what an avalanche. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Livingston finds Batum. Jefferson with it. Defended by Gordon. Fades. And again, it's the Heat missing. For Houston, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. On the wing, Gordon. Back to Carter. Here's the floater. He's off on that one. Heat shooting around 41% on the night. Batum passes to Gibbons. We've had a full season now, Steve, of the jersey-sponsored insignias and patches. It has become a reality in the NBA. Any thoughts on that so far?
Yes, Kevin, because I'm old school. I don't like seeing it on the jerseys. I like the clean look. I would love to see it on their warm-up jerseys. You know, obviously their warm-up jackets and pants. I just don't like seeing it on the jersey. But I don't think I'm going to win this one, Kevin. I think they are here to stay. I think they might even add more sponsors on jerseys.
Yeah, the look they like is the look of money. Money, that's a good look.
That's the look
they get from those sponsorships, right?
And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
And Jefferson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson for the Rockets. Nene, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Jerebko. Heat also with the sub. Ferguson's checked in.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Green, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. Checking in. Carter outside. Green kicks to Carter. 6 to shoot. Whoops, they pick off the pass.
My bad, man. My bad.
Pass to Ferguson. Down low, Batum. Carter with the block. And he recovers it. Here's Batum. The baseline jumper goes down.
Second chance opportunities. The great equalizer.
And it's Houston's ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Carter, the pass to Tucker. Right side, Green. Deflects the pass. Batum with the steal. Here's Gibbons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. There's only the Basketball Hall of Fame that is shared among all basketball organizations, Steve. Do you think there should be an NBA Hall of Fame?
You know, Kevin, I do. I mean, I love the way we've done it, and obviously it's been successful. But, you know, the Basketball Hall of Fame is your entire body of work. And I think sometimes we don't understand that that's from high school, college level into the NBA. Whereas, you know, there's some guys are making it because of that, and there's some guys getting slighted because of that. So I do think one day we should just have the NBA Hall of Fame, just like the NFL.
Heat shooting around 40% from the floor here. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession.
I got 5 steals.
Johnson, the pass to Gibbons. Here's Ferguson. He kicks it to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A nice presence inside. Johnson with a variety of moves and extremely good footwork makes him a difficult matchup.
Baseline try. Here's Tucker. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead. Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
No, it's felt like that all game. He is just aggressive and finds ways to snag rebounds out of thin air sometimes.
Green, no luck. Miami with the ball. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
He's just gone stone cold this period, and it's bringing the rest of the team down.
Carter, the pass to Dantley. Carter down low. To the left wing. A nice shot by Tucker.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Tucker's gone 50% shooting tonight, firing away 4 of 8. Now a timeout called by Miami. When you look around the NBA, are there any small issues you think could grow into bigger issues, Steve, going forward?
Well, I think the one issue right now is what are teams doing at the end of the year versus trying to stay competitive and win games, or trying to look constantly down in the NBA draft lottery.
Right.
I think that's one of those problems that we have to address. I think also small markets, I don't think that's much of a problem if you have organizations in the forefront. Winning is in the forefront. I don't think whether it's small market or big market, guys do look at that as far as endorsements, but I don't think that'll be a problem.
Carter against Batum. Here's Gibbons. Miami no good on that time either. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. On the wing, Green looking for Carter. He gets it there. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And he makes the first.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And the Heat shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Ferguson. And the rebound goes to Nene.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Green kicks to Carter. Batum with the steal. Pass to Ferguson. Now here's Jefferson. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Carter left side. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And just not nearly as effective at drawing fouls on the defense as he was in that first half.
Steve, do you think the NBA is heading to a place where ideal lineups will have 5 capable playmakers on the floor, like a more of a positionless game?
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. I think right now teams are trying to find a guy that's 6'7", 6'8", that defensively can play, guys that are larger, and then on offensive end, somewhat a la Draymond Green, can run point guard for you. So I think right now that's the size and skill set people are looking forward to.
Wait a minute, you just described yourself.
The only difference was we had guys that were 7'2", 7'3", 350, so I had to play the guard position.
Kicks it to Johnson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
James Johnson, one of those do-everything guys you love to have. Brings in energy, physicality, and toughness.
And Smitty, I'd say that James Johnson, one of the better defensive players in the NBA.
Yeah, teams look for those strong physical wings who can guard multiple positions. He can defend all 5 positions and never afraid of contact.
That free throw missing.
And what James Johnson brought with him coming into this league, physicality. He combines size, strength, athleticism, and a 7'1" wingspan.
Carter up top, defended by Batum. Tucker the pass to Carter. Great D that time from Batum. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Rockets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
In what's really been a fantastic year, these guys expect to win each night just as they've done here tonight. And this will end up another big win, making it 65 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for AI.
He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
He's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not to be.
No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's good from Carter. And he can't hit the second. .41 seconds left in the game. Shots good by Jefferson.
Yeah, the job he does inside, just phenomenal. Jefferson can make defenders look silly when he's in the post. That's how good his moves are.
Carter against Batum. He got it again. Sensational.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The first one falls.
Okay.
And Johnson drops them both. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Batum against Carter. Outside, Green. Back to Carter. That's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. Here's Carter. Misses off the right eye. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one.
What it do,
what
baby?
they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps.
That's good job.
And the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For
Poppin' Taj.
For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our
Yo,
terrific
Taj,
2K
what funny
Sports
shit, bro?
crew.
I know you probably don't
Kevin
know me,
Harlan saying,
but I used to see you around 20 seconds.
See you next time.
Like he was playing ball there, bro. I swear to God. I used to see Taj, and I thought he was TJ for a second, but now like, nah, that's Taj. Yeah, I think it's just like... Yo, TJ.
Yo.
I just came here to say what's up to y'all niggas. I'm about to join the other party.
Nah, this is night after. I'm in there. Thank you.
I think it's probably Toby and Eric and all of them niggas. It's 5 out of 8.
Hi, this is Shaq. I liked your Russell Westbrook impersonation tonight. When did you first realize that you were getting close to that triple-double?
Oh man, I think I still got a long ways to go before I reach that Westbrook level. But as far as getting close to it tonight, I didn't realize that was the case. You know, one of my teammates had to tell me. It's a nice benchmark to reach, but it's just a side quest, man. Like our main quest is just getting wins, and I was definitely happy to be able to contribute to the team.
I'm holla at you though, bro. Just join when you're ready, bro.
Nice,
thanks, man. See you.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Vince.
How can you ask me what I want to wear and then change what I want to wear?
Bro, you get it. Be out to the chair.